Humberto, tell us more about the sex robot craze. Is it a craze?
It's a $1 billion industry.
Trillion.
I mean, $1 trillion industry.
Jumped in real quick.
What's
those trillions are some of your dollars.
What's bigger than a trillion? A gazillion-dollar industry. This, ladies and gentlemen, this was bound to happen. We saw this coming because we human. As soon as AI came by, some of them you could train an assistant, and people decided that as you do at work, not anymore. That's an HR violation. They train, their AIs to be companions. We're having a loneliness pandemic.
Yep.
And there's a very, very interesting article on the New York Post. And also here on State of the Union, that it's predicted because it might get to $1 trillion, but within the next year, it might be $1 billion industry.
Okay.
Because we have all the moving parts, which is scary. Literally, we have all the moving parts. For the first time ever, we have the software that is AI-based. We have the electronics to make it look real and move real. The guys at Tesla have been doing incredible work. The guys at Boston Dynamics, super scary. I'm going to show you a video on the latest video. And you need to have...
That's the hardware.
Yeah, that's the hardware. And you need to have a really strange fetish to be down with that robot because it's just freaking scary.
Is that the robot dog that was shooting fire?
Oh, no. This is even worse.
Wait, there's something worse than robot dogs that shoot fire.
Kelly, just... this is the... Imagine you're in your house, you post a spicy meme, and they send this robot to your house. That's all I'm going to say.
It doesn't look so scary. Okay, never mind. Getting scareder.
Whoa.
Okay. I wish my wife could get in that position. I bet the sex robot can. No. Oh, they didn't like that joke, did it? Oh, that's exactly what my wife does. And she just stares.
Makes that face.
It's actually got a better personality, though. Well, I love her. I'm kidding, Kelly.
And if you get the right model, we'll talk to you once in a while. But if this wasn't creepy enough, so that's what's under the skin. This is not a joke. They've been researching pleasurable skin for the last 20 years to get it as close as human skin as possible. You guys can laugh about this, but the porn sex industry has been one of the biggest drivers of technology in the last 30 years. For example, right here, you're watching us on YouTube.
Pile drivers of technology.
No. But the reason you're able to watch us, and I love you, Chad. I'm right here. Connect me, please. I'll put you in the comments. So one of the main drivers that led to streaming technology was the porn industry. Actually, the first streaming sites where you can watch videos online, they were actually porn sites.
They were created by Andrew Tate.
They were created by allegedly.
He got in there fifth, maybe.
I'm not going to say who created them.
I'm not going to say what kind of doctor. Anyway.
So as we're pushing technology forward,
Okay.
AI is growing, it's getting smarter, more human, it intersects with this, guys. And I just want to show you this video. We might just roll the tape.
Literally, nothing is off limits in terms of what you're talking
Ivanka
about.
Trump.
You
That's
can talk to her about adult content and adult conversation,
diverse.
mature sexual subject matter that normally, obviously, Siri will be very evasive when you try to talk to her about that, which people do all the time.
I bet that
we
guy
wanted
has
to
done it
really
with the
create a very
toys.
Definitely.
open-ended,
Exactly what you would
The odds of you
kind
being able to buy a
discourse
non-used
that you
one
could
from
have
this
with
guy
this
or-
AI. And I think that's what makes it fun.
Spiky hair.
Basically, the way the head works is we have 12
Can
points
we
of
contact
articulation
them
in
to have her
face.
in the podcast?
And so they're all
I don't
kind of
know.
working together. You have your eyebrows, your eye blinks, eye side to side, neck up, down,
Well-
neck
The story
side
of
to
Tay?
side,
Huh?
smile,
You know the story
mouth,
of
and all
Tay? I'll
these
tell it
things
later.
have to
All right.
really
But
work
anyhow,
together.
you
Oh,
guys-
that's not as sexy.
You
It's weird.
You guys got the idea.
I prefer to call her Elaine.
You guys got the idea. There's a company out there called Real Dolls that they've been in this game for the past 15 years.
Okay.
And they take custom orders. You can have the doll any height, any color, any features, any sex or gender or whatever you're into, and they would deliver it to you.
Before you go on, okay? Does anybody think that's weird to have a sex doll?
Yes.
We'll get to the robots,
absolutely.
but just an actual sex doll.
Yes.
You think
Yeah.
you think it's weird as well?
Super weird.
Shane,
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
How is it any different than a woman that uses the same type of sex toy? It's not a person, but how is that any different?
Well, I think there's a difference between pocket what versus a full-on doll, and that's the comparison that you're making.
So the entire body is what makes it weird for you.
I also think that
Not the fact that they're making love to silicone or rubber.
the
Well, imagine
dismembered
you're at your
parts
friend's
are
house and
also
that just
weird.
falls out of the closet. Yeah, that's weird.
No, I've never been in it. Well, okay, imagine. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? I bet if I went to Deli's house and I opened up
Definitely.
the closet, there's a bunch of used sex
Definitely.
dolls in there.
Exactly.
It comes down to everything in modern Western society is shame. Like, if you have the money and you want to buy a sex doll and you're going to keep it in your closet, blow off some steam, maybe throw it around and whatever you want to do with it, that's on you. Do it in the privacy of your home. It's cool. But because don't look this up on YouTube. The documentary about guys that think they're real people and they take them to dates because it's really creepy. Don't do it.
Oh.
But it's out there. I didn't want to put it on
So you're telling me I'm having dinner with my family at Chili's and some guy comes in with a rubber sex doll and sits down next to me?
Yes. So
There's an ongoing trend of women who have rubber babies. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. They just treat this, it looks like maybe like a 1-year-old infant. They keep it swaddled. They carry it around with them. And it's like a whole thing of like, it's their real life doll that they
but for
pretend is a
some-
kid.
Mental
Okay,
illness.
Well, hold on. But yeah, I don't 100% disagree. But in some instances, there may be women who lost children late term.
That's kind
or
of what it
lost
was
a child
created
at
for.
birth. Yeah, so I can
But
see that.
Now it's
but-
just an accessory.
Yeah, if it's
And
a guy
it's
that's
very
trying to
strange.
breastfeed that rubber doll, that's a baby, then I have a problem.
So this comes down to shame. And to wrap this up nicely.
Yes, go ahead.
Because I didn't want to come here just to
Phrasing.
talk about sex, Robert. I think this is on women. The feminism in general has done them a disfavor. Right now, with the laws that we have for divorce, the laws that we have, like how the media portrays men, and every they're guilty. I don't know if you guys saw the trend a few weeks ago or last week about men versus bear. They'd rather be alone in a forest with a bear. So that's what happens. And women are over. Once this takes flight, like I don't think there's coming back from it.
Okay,
but I
sex
love my
dolls-
wife.
You're
the best.
After millions of years of evolution, sex dolls is what's going to put women out of
Robots,
business.
not dolls.
That's
Yeah.
true. Okay.
As someone
How
who's
silly of me.
As someone who's married to a real woman, they're still pretty great. The robots can't compete, but
The women thank you for the plug,
They're
Connor.
for sure gonna try, and that's the problem.
Okay, Rob.
Next
what do we got?
topic. Connor's gonna
How do you rebound
keep sitting
from
here
this?
and simping for women, so we'll just move on.
White Knight.